Hey guys, this is Vishesh from Campaign Factory and Panda Match, and today I'm going to show you and talk to you about journal B2B outreach with intent. How do you what is intent? What kind of intent? Where do you get the data and stuff like that. So Clay is a tool that can integrate a lot of kind of intent. In this way, I'm today I'm showing you low intent, mid intent, and high intent. It's like the differentiation I do, and a broad approach and a narrow approach and how you approach the client. So let's start with intent. So intent, you can classify as low intent and mid intent and high intent. I will show you Clay demos for all of these templates. So what to give you example on how it looks and everything. But let's talk about first low intent. So low intent is basically nothing but like industries, location, headcount, keywords. It's basically like okay, they are in the same industry, they're the same location, they're in the same number of employees. They're probably interested. Like that's like a kind of a not even an intent. Really, some would argue it's very no intent at all, but it's like very low intent. Like they may be interested. They may if they are the same industry, same headcount, same location, they may have the same problems. So it's like shoot in the dark. Then you have the mid intent, which is basically hiring for roles, firing, news APIs, lookalikes, and everything. So for hiring for roles, they're like platforms like Epify, News API, Yahoo News. Finding a layoff is a bit difficult. It's you need to find a particular best news provider for that. Lookalike we use PandaMatch here because I affiliated with PandaMatch. And then for high intent, we have things like submission, like on the website, somebody submission, hey, contact me, here's my details, contact me. And then somebody visiting your website or somebody visiting your listing page, which might be G2 or any other listing pages essentially. Then this is just how you get data. Like this is the companies who are looking out to. Then there's ways to approach them. One way is a broad approach, like simple message that deliver your offer. And then there's a thing called niche approach, where you are making the intent, like customizing the content with the intent. So let me show you a bit of examples. So first we have a example, in Panama. This is a list of followers that we got that are following, people on LinkedIn about data providers. And what we are essentially doing with them is in Clay is like just getting the data, get enriching the profiles, getting their emails, and sending to them. It's like as easy as that. Just we enrich them and send them. That's like it's high intent, like it's a mid intent, not even high intent, because we get it from LinkedIn and we are sending them the emails for like not no personalizing. So that's a broad approach, mid intent. And now let's go like high intent and still a bit mid approach, which is Factors. Factors is the provider that gives you website people who is visiting your website. So we have hook up this webhook and to Factors, and Factors just send the data to Clay itself. And once Clay hits the data, what we do is enrich the company through Apollo. Once we hit the so for every company there's couple of departments we are targeting. There's marketing department and sales department for this campaign. And for the marketing campaign, we need different kind of roles, and sales for with different kind of roles. And these two roles have different kind of messaging. For marketing, we are putting, hey, this can help you grow your marketing. Sales, we are helping you. This can help you grow your sales. These are two different things. It's very high intent and a bit more personalization. So and then we push them on two other web, clay tables, which is basically dedicated to this is us for sales. We find companies with sales and and enrich them, upload them to the the campaign and nothing else. Same with marketing. So very low keywords, but a bit higher intent. That they are visiting their website. This is for G2, so you can do the same thing for G2. So G2 has a feature that can send you like, hey, this person will your G2 page, and we are like, okay, we saw our page, so there is a good chance that you are interested in getting this. Then like same with G2. G2 sends the data as webhooks only, so it's pretty nice. Then we have thing called another campaign. I'll show you one more campaign. So this is a simple campaign. We get the list, but for this, for every company we have, we are basically approaching like we are first charging them, okay, which job roles do they target. Then we look at which like does it help really help the buyers. Then we said is that a good like which business needs to they target. So again, if I go back, it's first who do they target, how do they target, which industry they do target. So which industry they target, who they target in the industry, and how do they target, like what is the value proposition they are putting, and in general their industry. And then we take all the keywords and create a personalized copy. That hey, I saw that you provide, for example, in a case like this, I saw that you provided policy advocate employee, you are a policy advocate and employer service specialist, and you target to people who are advocate for pro business laws and offering this, and I see in your business industry which is advocacy services. So this more niche approach to to the end prospect, but a high but and very kind of low intent in this, but it's like more niche approach but low intent. So it's like a mix of low intent, high intent, and broad approach, niche approach. So this again, this list is about low intent but high niche approach. And this is one other list. So this is a mid intent, which is a lookalike company. So we are like finding companies that look like to them and doing the same kind of who they target, how they target, and getting the keywords like that. So this is one thing. Now let's go a bit more very niche approach. So we have data, which is basically we got. Then we are just checking with the Clay agent that hey, generate me app ideas I can sell to this company. So this is a development company which is selling, and so this company is creating app ideas, and basically all the app ideas, basically we put that as a keyword, and that is a very targeted. So every person we see has like this idea, like hey, I want to do AI, we can do AI chatbot with the company, automated loan processing for this company, so this is probably a banking company. Then we have personalized recommendation engine, so this is a gift company, so that's they can build a recommendation engine. So we check every website and check what could we sell them. And for the development agency, that is a really good template, and they're like, okay, you can make me this, and you actually look through my website and oh, I needed this. So this is a way to get clients for this. So now let me get back to where we were. So it's about high intent, mid intent, low intent, and broad approach, niche approach. So it's a low intent is again industry location specific. Mid intent is whatever, it's like hiring, firing, lookalike news APIs, submission, visiting. Broad approach is basically simple messaging over the thing, and niche approach is like personalizing the message. It's like if you see this graph, by the way, you can see there's a journal. This is very easy to get, this is very easy to do, this is very hard to set up, but very hard high returns. It's like there's a like rightward shift if you think about from how difficulty rating, and if you can say like the results. And over time, so when we used to do that, when I used to send cold emails, when I used to do this for like 4 or 5 years back, we didn't used to do anything. We just sent 1,000 emails, and hundreds of them like just replies because it was so easy. Now there's, because a lot of high competition, you need to think about this, and over time the competition will become better and bigger and bigger. Like even before Clay launch, this like the mid intent was really good, but now there's like Clay, everybody's doing this, everybody's like nobody cares about low intent, everybody cares about this kind of intent. People have started to stop doing broad and go more niche. It's like over time you will see companies go from from very left to very right, and it's like transition, and it's better to be on top of it. I see people that go like, hey, why do I need clay? Why do I need tools like this? I can just have my developer build it. And my simple solution of, because clay is essentially what you're doing. It's an integration platform. It's bringing everything together. Why, you will say, why you need that? You can just have a dev build it for you for at if you're a company, it doesn't cost you anything, and it will, you don't have to play clay. The simple answer to that for me, I will be like, this is evolving rapidly across years. Like, you don't know when this changed. Like, last 6 months this was different, last 1 year it was very different, and this is changing. And your pipeline, if you're creating a pipeline that is going to consistently generate results, you need to change that. And that's just changing things, like just changing this around, just changing the API, just changing the prompt, just changing that, just changing that, just changing that. If you have a dev and a team of builder, you will have a lot of work to do it. That's where, like, the clay value proposition is there. The value proposition is like, you can do all of this over time. Like, they will have more integration. If, let's say, 5 new data providers pop up, and they are really new but they're really great, Clay will have an integration. You don't have to bother with their API docs. Clay will have the API documentation, like it will have integrated. It's like you cannot, like, when we are talking about sales pipeline, we cannot afford to have delays. Like, even 1 week of delay is really crucial. And that's where you need to keep changing stuff. Like, if this prompt is not working, if that messaging is not working, you need to change the messaging. If that intent is not working, you need to look at this. That needs to change. And it needs a constant change. It's like, it's not a one time thing and you just build it and let it go. Like, yeah, if you're thinking just use a clay template and you are good to go, that's also not how it works. You need to really think about what is your target audience. You need to really think about what is your messaging and where do you put yourself, and really put yourself in the shoes of the person you are sending email to. And then think about, what do you need to build, what is the process, what is the right amount of intent I need and right amount of niche I need. Because the more right you get from this, it's very hard. The factors database, like getting that and enriching, and if you go more niche, you are doing it, you are creating a very big flow. And you need to be very sure that it is valuable, and that's what you need. And once you know what you need, once you know what data providers you need, once you know what is the messaging you need, that's the time you super utilize the power of clay. So that's my take on B2B outreach. You can message me anytime if you need any suggestion. I know if you have any suggestion for this, let me know. This is just my experience for the last 4 or 5 years of doing cold email effect. So yeah, man, see ya.